Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just having a walk around Sydney Olympic Park area. We're not going to go too far. We're going to do a bit of a loop. We're going to head sort of straight ahead, then we're going to go up around to the left and then back around behind us. So you can see in this area here, which is near the train station, there's some nice cherry blossom trees which are actually out at this time of year when this was done. People riding bikes, people walking towards the station. You can see in front of us and slightly to the right is one of the stadiums. There's many stadiums and sporting events and concerts in this area. All the big famous singers and everything all come and perform in this area, so it can be quite busy. They also play various sports here, football, etc. So it can be a very busy venue. Luckily for me, when I've come here, there's not been anything major on, so it's been nice and relaxed like today. Up ahead in front of us here is one of the historic buildings and garden areas from the area. We'll go in here in a second. We'll have a look around quickly at some of the flowers. You can see that's Dawn Fraser Avenue. Dawn Fraser is a famous Australian swimmer, in case you don't know. So years ago, before the Sydney Olympics, a lot of this area used to be just swamp, and the government transformed it. There's now a lot of residential towers here. Some of them are famous. Excuse me. Some of them are famous for the wrong reasons. But it also got turned into like an entertainment quarter, if you like. Some of the roses are out here in the garden. You may get a look at them. May not look like much from the action camera. Oh, you can see some of, there you go. Some of the roses are quite good. Actually, I might add some of the photos into the video. Anyway, enough of that. Let's keep walking. We're going to go down. We're going to go down and meet a friend down in one of the coffee shops not that far from here. I can't remember how much I recorded, but anyway, I've gone behind on this other side of this building, and the building's probably I'd be probably getting up to sometime this century, last century, but quite a nice garden out the front and the back. So I sort of walked through this area. I can't remember what it was used for. I don't know if I go over and look at the sign. Let's see. You'll know if you look at the sign. Well, you can try and pause that. I just can't remember offhand. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's keep going. So the area we're going to is down to the left here. Actually, one of the buildings is over on, we just looked at it, it was just in the screen off to the right. Yeah, so continuing on, you can see it's a mixture of old, new, a mixture of sporting, office and residential. It's quite a pleasant place to walk around if there's no big event going on. I've come here a number of times. Some friends live near here. You'll have to put up with me. I'm a mad photographer, taking photos of everything. Yeah, look, taking a photo or a video of a plane that was flying overhead, which you'll no doubt hear in the clip. Yeah, as we continue down here, you can see on this particular day that I was here, it's not too busy at all. As a side note of information, if you want to come to this area, Sydney Olympic Park, if you're not familiar with Sydney, whatever area you're in, you need to catch the train and get to Lidcombe station, which is on the Western line heading out towards Granville and West. And from Lidcombe, they've got a dedicated line just to come to Sydney Olympic Park. So that's the only way to get there. Coming by car is okay on certain days. If there's an event, if you're hiring a car and you're not used to driving in Sydney traffic, I wouldn't suggest driving here. I'd say park somewhere and catch a train. That'd be my advice. Anyway, you can see there's actually quite a lot of eateries, cafes and things. Even back in the other area, back the opposite way to the way we're going, there's actually eateries, cafes, a lot of food venues there. Parking station here on the left. I have no idea what it costs to park around here, but it'll be more than what your train ticket would be. We just keep continuing our way down towards the residential towers, which are there in front of us there where I'm turned. So we'll cross the road here, go through the park and continue. Now this park is, it's quite funny. I know someone who lives near this park, and a couple of times when I've walked here with them, they were paranoid that something was going to happen at night. To be honest, I think this whole area is pretty safe. I don't know about when there's an event going on, if someone's been drinking too much or something. There is sometimes some people hanging around the streets which might look a little bit suspect, but you get that anywhere. If you're worried about those type of things, yeah, don't walk through the park. Walk near the buildings, near the main road. But honestly, I don't think it's a problem. I think they were a little bit paranoid, to tell you the truth, but anyway. They're directly in front of us there, and on the left is, they're all residential towers. They've got some commercial outlets on the bottom as well, but they're mainly residential. That's left of the screen, out of the screen on the left, and also directly in front. It's all residential mainly, but there is on the bottom levels there is commercial, like coffee, food. In the building on the left here, there's a gym inside there from memory. Anyway, we'll just continue walking down here. Now, where we're going to head to...
Ask for good weather for today for me.
is not the building directly ahead, but the one off to the left, which is a famous tower. It's become famous, like I said, for the wrong reasons. And there is coffee shops there. But mind you, I'm not an expert in this area. So I sort of end up doing a bit of a detour. But anyway, this might be funny to watch. It wasn't funny for me. I was probably very close to the coffee shop I wanted to go to, and I sort of took a nice scenic tour, which it's nice for the video, I guess. Anyway, I don't know what this construction is there. Nothing important. Somebody's building some property. So I really should have kept going, probably down on the footpath there. Oh no, actually, yeah, go down these stairs. Go under the railway line. But then what I should have done is turn right, and what I did is I ended up doing a loop. But anyway, you can watch where I go.
head southwest. Slide right.
Anyway, it became obvious that I was actually in the wrong spot here. So I've got to go back up and around, but that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.